Hey everyone, welcome back. In ARCRaiders, not everybody wants to turn every raid into a deathmatch just to make some money, you know? Some of us work all day. So today, I'm showing you my favorite low-risk, high-reward loot path on Spaceport. This thing is absolutely loaded with blueprints, decent guns, crafting materials, and stuff you can flip on the market for big credits. You can tailor it to whatever you're hunting for that day anyways, so you can make many uses out of this path. Here, we bait, we camp, we crawl,
No.
we cry, we extract rich or die. Welcome to the sewers. Population, me. Anyways, I'll throw a clean map breakdown with the full path at the end so you can pause and screenshot it. Alright, let's jump in. Alright, so normally the first thing I do is I run over to these big fuel pipes and I check inside of this cylinder because there's usually a weapon spawn here, but it doesn't spawn 100% of the time, but I like to start my run with that usually, and then I make my way towards the control tower next to it. Anyways, while I run towards it, I'll just speed it up, and I'll do that from now on as well. Alright, so in here is where it will spawn, but obviously it didn't this time, but you'll know when it does, obviously. It's huge, you can't miss it. Alright, let's keep rolling. Once we hit the tower, we're officially on the route. So, quick side note before we keep going. I run this path a ton on both day and night raids, and the only real differences I've seen is that night raids give you noticeably more purple or pink guns. Blueprint drop rates and the storm bonuses are supposedly higher too for spawn rates, but honestly I haven't really felt it. And crafting mats and sellables feel identical, so if you're chasing purples, do it at night, but if not, daytime is quieter and perfectly fine. But this is all subject to change. Okay, so I have security breach leveled up and selected, so this is usually what I do first, and this is going to be your main moneymaker, and one of these will spawn in every single tower. And we got a heavy fuse grenade, a torrent, and we got like some medium gun parts, you know, it's not too bad. Not gonna lie, I was really hoping him falling down there would finish him off, because this route is usually quieter, but like it's still gonna be heavily contested, I guess. I always run into people regardless in this game, so it's super unpredictable, and I can't really give you any promises here. I just suggest you just fight people and try to get better at it, unless they're friendly, you know? Also, there is a cache that can spawn on the walkway outside. We obviously didn't get it this time, but it's no big deal. They're never 100%. Alright, next we head southwest toward the departure building, and on the way, we're gonna pop a quick wasp, and we're gonna keep her moving. This rock's pretty chill, but there's like 2 or 3 spots here that can get pretty spicy, and the first one's going to be the breachable side room on the ground floor of the departure. This room you need to crack open, and most people know it, and some will camp inside of it a lot, like I'm about to. And sometimes people will leave like jolt mines and stuff, so you really got to be careful. And we're just going to leave the door wide open like it's already been hit, and we're going to use that to make people feel a little more safe to walk in there, because by the time I got here, there's already people. The Lord, so to keep. Now I'm laying yo ass to sleep. Bow! Alright, so heading upstairs, we're going to departure floor 1 and 2. I normally skip 1 because there's just too much here as a solo to even keep, unless you scrap everything. But I would just take this rope to the right that I'm about to take and just go up to the 2nd floor. I did hear people earlier, so I'm trying to get a little bit of high ground as well and be sneaky. So I thought I heard someone over here. That's why I made that push, but I guess they're above me or whatever, so I'm actually gonna go away now because they definitely know I'm here. Alright, so I got no idea if this guy's following me because he heard me or if he's just like working his way down. I guess I'll see. Clearly has no situational awareness, because I don't know how he didn't hear me sprinting over there when I thought there was someone around the corner. Here comes the knuckle sandwich! Okay, now that we're done here, we're gonna look for this broken ledge here, and we're gonna line ourselves up with the building under, and we're gonna try our best to catch it. I probably won't catch it. Alright, so right next door, there's a small building with 2 security breach safes that spawn every single raid. These safes actually drop a lot of blue weapons instead of the green junk that you get on Dam or Buried City. We pulled absolutely nothing because I just wasted my time opening it and somebody already got to it. Yeah, that happens sometimes. Alright, from here we're going to make a quick and slightly exposed sprint across to the next tower. We're going to zip up, dodge the turret, and there'll be another security breach in here that we can get. And there's also a chance for like a weapon cache or a grenade box or whatever. And there's usually some okay loot in here. Obviously, the door is already opened, but I'm gonna show it to you anyways, because there's a step out of here that I want to show you. Alright, so there's a nice little parkour shortcut here. I'm going to jump from the tower roof across to the arrival building window ledge. This will save you a lot of time, and it drops right in front of another great breachable room with yet another weapon cache spawn. Alright, so now that we're here, if you're over encumbered, you're going to have to like sprint and jump and try to catch the ledge, but if you're not overweight, you can just like sprint and jump right onto it. It's pretty easy, actually. So we found a cache up here, so you just have to climb to it, but sometimes it also spawns on the other side over there. Alright, unfortunately, I just brain farted and I forgot my Raider hatch key this run. I've been spamming my raids a lot, so I don't normally bring them, but if I'm doing days, I will always bring them if I can, because it's going to help you so much. Because by the time you get here, it's already going to be super late in the raid, and you don't want to get extra camped or just rushed into making stupid decisions that end up getting you killed. So, yeah, I'm just going to have to improvise, and we're just going to jog to the very last open one here. And we're going to hope that we get out with 0 fights. Some of the stuff was already hit for me, unfortunately, but sometimes you can get up to 140k value, especially if you're running this at nighttime. And there's still half the route left. You just have to keep going around and hitting these towers and building. It's not really that bad, but this is usually my usual run. I highly suggest doing this, and if it ends up being too much for you, just try a different route. Make up your own. This is a pretty general guide at this point, honestly, but I'm just showing you what I do, and this has done very well for me. Alright, so that's it, guys. Super chill, stupidly profitable, and works great for new players or veterans who are trying to fill their stash or farm credits for the next expedition. If this helped you out, consider leaving a like, subscribing. It'll help me out a lot. I've got a lot more ARCRaider stuff coming, and I'm very excited to show you all it and help you guys out along the way. We're all learning this together. I appreciate every single one of you, and I'll catch you in the next raid. Peace.